morning. So I'm going to be posting part two of this little video set that I've been doing. The first one was like a half an hour, so I didn't want to make it much longer than that. So I've got some more video clips. I'm going to add them in and make part two. So I have a feeling for the rest of this week there will be a part three as well. Okay, so it's the next day. I'm making some breakfast, and I found this at the store where I got the chicken thighs. Again, even though this isn't a very big package, it's usually about $6 or $7 at the regular grocery store. I paid $2.99 or $3.99 for it, I think. $2.99 or $3.99. I can't remember what. But anyway, you can have 3 slices for 60 calories, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to saute them in a pan with some spray, and I'm going to make the egg toast and avocado thing that I had yesterday. I don't think I need to show it again, but that's what I'm going to have for breakfast today. Actually, since this is going in a part 2, I think I will show you what I'm having today. So the bread that I made is a piece of, it's expired like half a month ago. I got it from the Food Rescue app, but it was frozen and it's still frozen. And I just make a piece, and the avocado is also from the Food Rescue app. And you can really, like, once avocados are really ripe, you can store them in the fridge. I mean, if they're super ripe, you might have to put them in the freezer, but these ones weren't super ripe, and I just stored them in the fridge, and they've been in there for a couple of weeks, and it's still a good avocado. So that's half an avocado. And I've got 2 eggs frying over here. I just used some sunflower oil spray, and yeah, the yolks, hopefully that one looks like it broke a little bit, but hopefully the yolks will still be runny, and I just put those on top of the toast. All right, so we got another $5 produce box. Some of the clementines were like totally rotten. I don't even know why they put them in there. They had to be thrown out, but like, oh my gosh, look at all the clementines and oranges. There's so many of them. We got 5 limes, 3 of these kind of mangoes, 2 apples, an orange pepper, and 2 little beets. So we got all of the, oh, and a plum that definitely has to be eaten very soon. So I'm going to have to get ChatGPT to show me what to do with some oranges, because we got so many oranges now. All right, so I'm making my lunch, and for lunch, I just had 3 slices of this Fantino Mandela Parmigiano salami. I only had 3 slices, so for 6 slices it's 120 calories and 9 grams of protein. And I just ate it plain while I was waiting for my toast to cook. So I'm making a sandwich, and I'm using this bread that I got. This is the bread that I got from the discount store for $1. So I'm using 2 slices of those, and they're in the toaster. I think they just popped. And the Swiss cheese was not on sale, but we did get it from the market close to my mom's house. It was, I think, $5.99. Cheese is not cheap here. It just isn't. That was a pretty good price, unfortunately. This ham was at the same store as the cheese. It was on sale for $2.99 for a pack, and it comes with 2 of these packages, and I'll eat, I think there's like 6 slices in each package, so I'll use like half of this package. The tomato we got in a produce rescue box. And this mayonnaise came from, it was like a Persian or a Middle Eastern store of some kind, and from the Too Good To Go app. We got a surprise bag for $5 of different things that were expired or whatever. And this was one of the things that we got. It did expire, but it was closed and it was good. Where does it say the expiry date? It expired April 13th of this year. It does say this year under the, and it's originally $4.50, and we got it with a bunch of other things for $5. So it's actually reduced fat mayonnaise. So for a tablespoon. It's 70 calories. I'll probably use about half a tablespoon. Anyway, I'll use that mayonnaise and these ingredients. I'm going to build my sandwich. I'm also having about half of this container of mango that I cut up yesterday. I'll eat about half of that. And, oh, there's one other thing I'm going to get. Just one sec here. Okay, so we got these Leela's. They're by Covered Bridge, which is a local company from New Brunswick, the next province over. And these are chickpea chips, so cracked pepper. They were marked down to 99 cents because they were beyond their best before date, but they're not stale. They're very good still. The best before date is actually January, but I only opened them up like just before the weekend. I opened them up, and today is Monday. So what I do is I weigh out 25 grams, and 50 grams is 240 calories, and I weigh out 25. And I'll have that with my sandwich, and the mango will kind of be like dessert or whatever. I'm also just having a few spoonfuls of the pomegranate seeds. I don't really know what else to do with them, and they're pretty tasty. Although they're kind of tart, but they're very good. So I'm just having like 3 or 4 spoonfuls of those. Okay, so I'm going to make a smoothie, and I've got about the equivalent of a banana here. This was, these bananas were overripe, and I wasn't using them in time, so I just sliced them up and put them in the freezer, and I took out a few slices for the smoothie. I have, this was rescue yogurt. I got this from the Food Hero app, and I forget how much I paid for it, but I think it was half price of what it normally costs, and it normally costs like $6, $5, something like that. I'm going to use 3 of the clementines that I got in the produce box. I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons of Quick Oats and some milk. So I got this idea from ChatGPT. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to give it a try, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all made up. All right, so here's the smoothie. It's interesting for sure. I'm going to give it a try. Okay, I have not tasted this yet. Okay, it's chunky probably because of the oats, but it's really, really good actually. So I'm going to drink this, and oh, we got some bluebirds out there. Yeah, I'm going to drink this, and it'll be the last thing that I have before supper. Supper tonight's just going to be leftovers, but with a twist, so I'll show you what that is when I have it. Okay, so for supper, I'm reheating the leftover curry from last night. So I'll show you what that looks like because it will be in the previous video. And I'm having on the side, instead of making rice, I'm having these savory muffins that I made with some of my whole wheat flour. And it's just, there's sausage, red onion, carrot, and a little bit of cheddar in them. And they're 175 calories approximately per muffin, and I'm just having 1.5. So I'm going to have that instead of having any rice. So here's my leftover curry. If you want to see how I've made it, you can watch part 1 of this video, but it's basically just onions, mushrooms, peppers, garlic, chickpeas, leftover chicken, and crushed tomatoes, and then spices. I also put sweet potato in this. I forgot to say that. Okay, so I am making some chia pudding. So I started with a cup of, you can use any kind of milk, but I had 2% milk, so I just used that. And then I put in 2 tablespoons of this powdered peanut butter, which I've had in my cupboard forever, and a tablespoon of this powdered cocoa, which is almost gone. I've had that forever. I did half a teaspoon of vanilla, And I'm going to be putting in 2 teaspoons of maple syrup and 4 tablespoons of chia seeds. I'm going to shake it up and put it in my jar. I'll show it to you when it's all done. Okay, so here it is. It's still soupy. I'm going to put it in the fridge overnight, and we'll take a little look-see in the morning and see what it looks like. Okay, so here's the pudding. It didn't thicken as much as I thought it would, but I'm going to give it a try, and this is what I'm having for breakfast. Hey guys, so for supper tonight, we're having our little sister over through Big Brothers Big Sisters, and she loves ham. We got these slices at the store, the same store that we got the chicken thighs, and they were $2.99 a package. The regular like $7-8 for a package. There's 4 slices in there, so we'll be cooking up 3 tonight. There'll be 1 left over for a breakfast or another meal, and then this whole package. I bought 2 of them, so yeah, we're gonna cook that up with some eggs and some home fries that we have in the freezer, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all ready. So these are the home fries that we use, these McCain breakfast savory home fries. Now they can go on sale sometimes for a pretty good price at the regular grocery store for like $2 or whatever, but regularly they're $5.99, I believe. We got these from the local discounter store, one that I haven't talked about yet. It's just called Discounters. And they sell, I think we bought these for, they might have been like $1.99 or something like that. They were pretty cheap, so we bought a bunch of bags. So I'm going to cook up some of those, enough for 3 people, and going to get out 6 eggs and going to start cooking. And here is my supper, the jam we got from the restaurant the other day. It's their homemade jam. All right, so we got another produce bin for $5 because I saw that this one had a lot of onions, so I wanted them, and it also had a bag of limes. So you can't see everything in the pictures, so some of this stuff is a surprise, but I knew I was getting a bag of limes, and I knew I was getting onions. So we've got the limes. We've got a bag of pearl onions, 2, 3 regular onions. What's this, a Vidalia maybe? Yeah. And a white onion, 3 very ripe mangoes that got to get eaten, 2 starfruit. I don't even know what to do with these guys. So, oh, another onion. We got a few apples. There was a kiwi in there. We got a bag of sweet potatoes and almost a full bag of clementines, so, or mandarins, whatever. So we got all of this for $5. Okay, so I put together part 2, and I was gonna add on the rest of the clips, but it's turning it into another 30-minute video, and those aren't always, like, sometimes they're too long. So I'm gonna turn this into a 3-part video. And so I'm going to end this one here. Thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe to my channel. That would be amazing. And I'll see you in part 3.